Hey guys, welcome back to Harmonious Adventures. Today we are going to do Get Ready With Me and do a catch up. So it's been a long time since I have sat down and just done my makeup. It's going to be very quick because today is Wednesday and I'm going to talk a little bit more about what Wednesdays mean now. But they're a little bit different for me. I am doing travel on Wednesdays. So I'm going to do kind of like a light summary makeup look and then also talk to you guys about, just like life updates and let you know what all has been going on. So I already have just my regular moisturizer on. I think it's already, right here. I always put this on. This is linked in my Amazon. Pretty much everything I'm putting on is linked in my Amazon store. And then I like to put a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury. What is this stuff? I just have this. Look, the whole label. You guys know what this is. It's like a luminizer, like a primer. But it just makes your skin have a little bit of a glow. Sometimes on like Saturdays, I'll just put this on. I won't even put my tinted moisturizer on. So starting at the beginning of July, I am now working Wednesdays. I am doing my travel advisor stuff only. For those of you who don't know, I own a little like salon suite. It used to be a hair salon, and then I decided it was pretty small. And I had two girls that worked with me, and then eventually it went down to just myself. And I'm like, we're going to keep it that way. So it's been like a small, maybe the last 3 years. It's like a little small suite. And I like started slowly going down on my time there just because I'm 40 years old. I have very bad, let me see if I can show you guys, eczema that has been coming up. It's probably too hard to see, but all over my hands, especially this summer, it became very painful. I am wearing gloves, but I think going into like perimenopause, it has just made everything like crazy in my body. I turned 40 and I'm just crazy. That should be my slogan. I turned 40 and I'm just crazy. So I've got a lot of like histamine reactions happening, eczema, and I finally have, if you haven't seen, like go back and watch the short that I made right after I got back from Disney, because I showed you guys why I didn't do any Get Ready With Me's at Disney, because I had this histamine reaction and my face swelled up so bad. I wasn't able to do the content that I wanted to do, but I still was able to go to my education classes and do everything that I needed to do business-wise at Disney. I just didn't get the content that I wanted. I didn't get to participate in as much as I wanted to, because when I was outside, my eyes just poured water. So all of that to say, that whole trip, actually, I don't think I've updated you guys about even that trip. I did have the histamine reaction. It was crazy. My friend Amanda came and stayed with me. I don't know if she wants me to announce this, but I'm announcing it. She has decided to leave her job. She was working for a cruise line company, and she's going to come work with my travel agent company. So she is going to be an independent travel advisor like I am, and I know she's going to kill it, so I'm excited for that. But we got to spend like a little bit of time together. She went to the parks during the day while I went to training, and was able to get a lot of content for me that I wasn't able to get because it was so hard for me to be outside. So I am so thankful that she came along and did that, and now we can kind of like share our content together, because she's going to be able to book everything, but she is a pro at the theme parks and cruises. Like any cruise line, she has been on it. She knows everything. So MSC is like one of her favorites, and Royal, of course. So I will definitely be sharing her stuff as well when she starts getting everything together and transitioning over to a full travel agent and not just working for one company. But anyways, so Disney was great. There were a lot of things that happened that I wasn't expecting to happen. It was kind of just like I probably wasn't feeling good because I was on so many antihistamines with my face swollen. But there was just a lot of weird interactions between other agents that I wasn't expecting. And of course, there were like some amazingly sweet people that I met as well. And some people that are veterans in the company that were just amazing and like ready to help. So that was great. For the most part, I had a good experience at my Disney training. And then I came back, and like I said, in July, I'm now taking Wednesdays off. And I say off, but not really. Taking them off from the salon. And I'm working on, if I have any bookings, I do that. If anybody owes like a final payment or they want to do a balance, I usually work and do those now on Wednesdays. Most of my social media content is done on Wednesdays, and I'm trying to get all of my YouTube stuff done as well. So get that done, get it edited and up so that I don't have to worry about it throughout the week. As things get busier, then I'll kind of like move and work around my schedule. But at least I have one full day because I was working nights. So I was doing daytime in the salon and nighttime as travel advisor, and it was very overwhelming. Not to mention, I've become very active in the church. And so Wednesday nights, I've helped the worship team by doing slides at church, and you just cannot get everything done that you want unless you start to prioritize your days. So that is what I did. Another thing that happened to me, like maybe the second week into July, this month has been so long, by the way. Like I feel like July is just, it's gone by fast, but it's also just been like a really long month and lots of things have happened. So I have like my education for travel. I will do like, let's say I'm interested in, like, my sister went to Africa. So I did like, I studied Africa for a little bit. But I would do like a country, and then I would do a business building thing for the week, like whatever that education was. And all my business education was with this guy, Ka. So what I would do is I would look up Ka Lee's like podcasts. I found a random podcast from like 2 years ago. He also did a one-on-one with our company, which I'm so thankful. Another reason that I love being with the Curated Travel Collection is the education that Amy provides is just amazing. The support that she offers is so awesome. I don't know how to explain it to you guys. You just feel like you have a team around you and you can be successful and professional. So I appreciate that. But I was looking at and rewatching these videos and trying to learn how to get my name out there. As a new agent, like AI visibility is huge. And that's something that Ka teaches. I feel like this was a God thing. I know that it was a God thing, and that he is always putting me in places or putting other people in places to benefit me. And how amazing that I've been following this guy. I love all of his education. And he was actually here in Port St. Joe about 2 weeks ago. And he had posted that he had been traveling and he just would love to have dinner with any local travel advisors that just basically wanted to like shoot the shit and just talk about business, hang out and do dinner. And when I saw it, I was like, this is a God thing. I just cannot believe that he is in my town and he wants to go to dinner with like whoever wants to show up. So I messaged him immediately and I was like, hey, I would love to have dinner with you and talk business. And so I met up with him and another travel advisor that is here locally. And we just talked about our business, and it was so cool to be able to sit down with a mentor. And he looked at I'm not actually necessarily, I don't think that he pulled up my YouTube, but we talked about it. And he gave me a lot of great pointers as far as being able to utilize that within the travel business and to get AI visibility. And he just saw that I was working hard. And you know, sometimes whenever you're working so hard and it just doesn't get you very well, like get you very far at that moment, and you're just like, God, am I in the right place? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Or is this a waste of time? And then God puts moments in your life like that where it is an absolute nudge. Like, yes, you're in the right place. You're doing the right thing. And I just have to remember to humble myself and know that it's all in God's timing. Everywhere that I'm at in my career, both the salon, travel, my life, like church, relationship, it's all in God's timing. And I just can't rush it, you know? So I have been sitting with that and just been sitting in like thankfulness. I feel so good. I feel so different from where I was last year at this time. If you go back to like older videos, I just was emotional, tired, burnout, and I feel so good and so different. I truly believe that that's like my journey that I have been on since being baptized. It has, I just wish that every single one of you could feel this, and you could. So I'm not going to push my religion on you. I'm just going to say, I can't believe like the difference that I feel, and just, I don't know, in a thankful, grateful heart. So moving on, I have taken Wednesdays off and I love my schedule. I'm thankful for everything. Bo starts school next week and I'm nervous. You know, every single August is very hard for us, but it's all good, right? Like I'm just giving this, I'm just laying that at the feet of Jesus. He's going to take care of this. It's going to be a great transition into first grade. And then what else do I have going on? I made like some little bullet points here for me to like look. We have our Disney Treasure trip coming up. So in December, we are going on the Disney Treasure. If you haven't seen my videos, I was able to tour this ship and I just recently posted those videos. So take a look at that. It is a gorgeous ship. We're going to go in December, so it'll be a Christmas cruise and we're going to the Virgin Islands. So I can't wait. And we make our final payment next week. I just paid for our insurance. Like now that I'm a travel agent, I'm like, I cannot believe how many times that we traveled and didn't do insurance. Like it's just kind of silly not to have that in case something happens. One of my clients went over to the Bahamas and somebody in her party actually passed away. It was a heart condition, like in the room next to her. And getting that body back was so expensive. Not to mention all of the things that they had to go through with the government and all of that. So I will not travel without insurance. I paid for that today. And I don't know, I cannot wait to do a 7-night cruise. Oh, I'm so excited. What else is we are going to Ella Langley in August. So Ryan booked us tickets and it will be Bo's first like major concert. We're going to bring his headphones. So if you guys have any tips or tricks for bringing little ones to a concert, I would love that. Please leave that down below because you know, I need all the tips and tricks. I've never taken Bo to like an actual concert venue. He's done outside concerts, but never like in an inside venue like that. But he loves Ella. He knows every single word to her Dandelion album, which is hilarious. I mean, obviously, he's going to listen to what we're listening to. So she is one of my favorites. I have just been feeling, and you know, I keep talking about this, but I've just been feeling like going back home. She is from about not even 15 minutes from my grandmother's house. My grandmother lives in Titus, Alabama, and she is about 15 minutes away from my grandfather's marina that I grew up in. So all of her like lyrics are just so, especially with Dandelion, because it talks a lot about like going home and all that. And her grandmother, it just reminds me so much of my family. So anyways, I can't wait for that concert, and I'm like back and forth on whether or not I'm gonna vlog it. I probably will. I think that would be fun. The concert is in Alabama, so we're going back to my roots, guys. Going back to Alabama just for a quick little weekend. So yeah, that's what we have going on. My nephew is getting married, so we have that coming up, and I just signed up for Kaz Masterclass, which is the last week of September. And it is all about coding. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm so into coding. But do you guys remember whenever we did MySpace and you could learn to code and change, like really customize your MySpace? Do y'all remember that? I don't know. I used to love doing that, and now I'm like super into coding and creating, like using AI to create my website. So if you haven't seen my new website, www.harmoniousadventures.com, all created from AI and me like working with the coding. I love this website. However, I'm still having issues with, is it called crawlers? I'm learning. Whenever Google crawls my website, I think it's Google is picking it up, but maybe Claude is having issues finding my website, basically because of how I have done it. So I can't wait to go to Kaz Masterclass and learn about how I don't have to code and I don't have to worry about the crawlers, and I can get my website like searchable. So anyways, I am going downstairs. I'm about to do some laundry. I'm pretty much all finished with my makeup. I'm gonna do a little bit of brow. I'm gonna go downstairs and do some salon laundry. I had my sister, she goes to Panama like twice a week to pick up her daughter, and I had her grab my salon supplies. So I'm just multitasking here today, getting a bunch of stuff done. I'm also having a prayer meeting with my sister Tiffany, my sister in the church, I mean. She's gonna meet me down there in the salon, and we're just gonna pray about some things, you know? And talk about some things. Like I love having, you can confide and have support in anything that you need. So anyways, she's meeting me downstairs, and I can't wait to see her and just clean up the salon a little bit. But this is my final look. Pretty basic. I didn't do any eyeshadow or anything like that. Just a nice little glow cleanup to be presentable. I hope you guys enjoyed this crazy chit chat. Leave all the comments down below, because I have been posting videos and not connecting with you guys, and I love to connect. Let me know what's going on in your life. What are you looking forward to? Leave it down below. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll see you soon.